very important number in Indo-European societies. All Indo-European religions held three gods above all else, though sometimes the gods changed. Among the Norse, Odin, Thor, and Frey or Freya were usually held in high regard. Different Germanic tribes might have substituted one or two of the gods, though it usually included Odin. The Greeks often singled out Zeus, Hera, and Apollo, and the Romans' High Trinity originally was Jupiter, Mars, and Cinyrius, and later was changed to Jupiter, Juno, and Minerva. In fact, the concept of the Holy Trinity was borrowed from the pagan faiths of Europe. This fascination with the Holy Triad was incorporated into Christianity and even caused the first major chasm within early Christianity in the form of Arianism, which claimed the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit were actually three separate entities. This is just another example of how Christianity assimilated much of the essence of the old faiths and transformed itself from an Oriental cult into the single most powerful faith in Europe for almost 2,000 years. If it hadn't, it would have never been successful in spreading across Europe.
Many who follow the old faiths of our forebears have views that vary. Some see the gods as union.
It's like Jungian.
Jungian archetypes or personified aspects of the various aspects of either one universal and or collective spirit. Though there is some truth in these ideas, none represent the whole picture. The gods and goddesses are real, sentient beings possessing self-awareness and work their wills upon Midgard in ways as various as the drops of water that make up the oceans of the world. They live through us and derive power from us just as we do from them. They are not dependent on us for existence, but our bond with them enhances their powers in Midgard and their ability to work with their wills on us. We know that gods exist and are real, and that they existed long before we did. They are mightier and wiser than we are, and far beyond our full comprehension. Because they are more powerful than us, we must be worthy of them, and to achieve this state, we must forever strive to remain pure and honorable in all that we do. I use the word strive because we are mortals and not perfect. I want to make clear that I am not talking about sin. The gods have no commandments to break. They ask only that we try and be the best person possible. There are no scorecards to determine if you have died within a state of sin. When we die, we are judged by the totality of our lives, whether we lived honorable lives dedicated to maintain order in the adjunctive world, or lives of chaos and destructiveness, which contributed to the disharmonic powers of the giants. Sometimes it is more important to simply recognize the faults within us and resolve to try and overcome them. It is that recognition and the determination to fight and work to become better than actually achieving any historic state of blessedness that is important in determining the quality of life. In the cosmology of the folk faith, the universe is constantly being shaped, and so are we. When we die, and if we have not been chosen by either Odin or Freya, we will spend eternity in the netherworld. The life we live for all eternity will be determined by the life we lead in this world. That will not be decided by breaking commandments or committing sin, but whether or not we lived honorable lives and tried to be true to our beliefs. This will either increase or diminish the strength of the life force within us. Since it is that life force that binds us to our gods, it will determine the strength of the bonds we as individuals form with our gods. It will determine, by living honorable lives, we strengthen those bonds, and so we move closer to the gods, because the gods live inside each of us. The gods gave life to our people. There are plenty of tales about the gods about gods who mingled with mortals and produced different races. The Bull Song is a tale about Odin trying to breed a race of superior warriors. Heimdall is said to have created the different divisions of mankind by sleeping with different mortal women. These tales convey to us that the gods were involved in the creation of man and the many different races of mankind. They intervene in the evolution of humanity. Through the power of the Vril, which is the life force of the gods, when our most antediluvian forebears evolved into humans, the natural, biological, and genetic process that scientists today refer to as evolution was the handiwork of the gods. Through science, biology, anthropology, ethnology, genetic engineering, and eugenics, we can master our own destiny and work to improve our race, upbreeding it so that we will be closer to the gods. Through science, we can strengthen the bond between us and the gods, just as we can by applying meditation and celebration. This will eventually facilitate the return of the gods, strengthen the bonds between us and our gods, and herald in the golden age of Gimli. That is destined to come about with the return of Baldur. Thus, the way to worship the gods is not through a slave-like groveling on our knees or prostrate ourselves on the ground, but by honoring them for whom and what they are to us, our parents. Their spirit gave us our mind, our inspiration, our instincts, and our drive for advancement. The life force of the gods, the Vril, is our life force, and it is the agent of the evolutionary force that caused us to evolve into Homo sapiens. And it is the foundation of our culture and civilization. By strengthening our bonds with our gods through science and religion, we will be able to draw on the Vril and build a new and better civilization in